Welcome back everybody. This is episode number 28 of Building and Beyond Skyblock Multiplayer Edition. How's everybody doing? Today is a special day, and as we see the sunrise in the background, I think that's the sunrise. Yeah, as we see the sunrise in the background, a new day is dawning, and we are going to be getting rid of this guy. Yes, I am quite excited for this endeavor. It is finally going to go. I have a very good design that is going to suit me very well. And of course, while on the dawn of tearing down this mob farm, I start to get some decent rates out of it. But no matter. So before I actually tear it down, and I have something very special while I tear it down. Before I tear it down, I want to go over exactly how I plan on building the mob farm, because it's very important. And I would like to say that I did adapt it from a mob farm designed by MogSwamp, but it's going to be tailored to our liking, because we have specific needs that are not the same compared to him. Now, he built his on a single player flat world, which means that he had he had much easier rates to go through for his villagers. Those are growing nicely right over there. And I do have plans for better villager optimization, as I've been learning. Ooh, the rain's gone. And I guess that was sunset. So excuse me, the final day has set on this mob farm. Anyways, so yes, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut over to my creative world, and I'm going to show you how the design works. Now again, a lot of it is built in just creative materials that I like to use because they're pretty, and we're definitely not going to be using some of the things like the glass that I used, but it's easy to see, which is the key. So without further ado, we're going to head over there, and I will see you in a second. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in my creative world, and it looks a little bit different. As you can see, I have torched the crap out of this place, just trying to work with the rates, and the torching is kind of minimal when you think about it, but it helps, right? Especially at nighttime. So this farm, as you can see, boop, up there, works fantastic during the daytime. I mean, the rates are very good, but this is a single player, and there is really no other place for them to spawn. So don't mind looking at that, because that has nothing to do with this series. It's a secret. So here's my mob farm. All right, now the key here, what I've designed, and I'm not going to go into all the details on how to create it because it is MogSwamp's design. So please look at his video for more tutorials on the exact workings. But the idea is that instead of having one tube, you have 4 different spawners working in conjunction to maximize your spawning space. Now, this glass area is our collection tubes to take the 4 different drops, because we obviously have the logistics problem with moving, and that's kind of a pain. The logistics problems with connecting all the pipes together into one. Now, of course, we could just have 4 different pipes, but that is just, it's silly, right? So we've got 4 pipes that come, one that comes from each center of the design, and they funnel in using this 8 by 8 by 8 section of piping, all the way down into this here. Now, MogSwamp decided to funnel his all into a 1 wide hole. I chose to do the 3 by 3 because it allows for less clogging as far as the mobs go, and we don't really care about having a consistent flow of mobs. We want as many of them as possible because we are competing for entity count on our island. So alright, so that's pretty much it as far as the differences between our farm and his. Now the base here, I kind of prettied it up a little bit. As you can see, the rates are very good. The base here is designed so that I can kind of walk around, and eventually, once we actually start making some money, I can turn this into a redstone piston area where you hit the button and they all fire up, creating an actual XP farm, which is nice. So right now I don't really care about the XP, but we will eventually. So that is important. Do that. OCD. All right, now let's go above. Again, don't mind what's on the other side of that. That's more to come eventually. Now I've actually created a demonstration here that has the 4 stages of how this farm works. So you start off with this type section here. It's just a flat area, and as you can see, this goes down right into our funnel. So let's count this out. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 plus another 6. That's 13. So it's a 13 by 13 square. Probably should have counted that out ahead of time. You know. So you start off with this section here, okay? And then as we go, we build this up, and you create this section here. So you've got inlets and outlets, and you've got these 4 little eye holes. Now what you do from here is you actually put water in each one of the corners. You just use 4 buckets of water, which is beautiful because it really simplifies the water flow. And again, this is you know, the basis for Mog Swamp's design is the simplification of the water. Really makes it easy to have the farm. Now, when we look at his, one thing is each one of these pads, right? So this is all one big pad, as you can see. As we move forward, boom. This is the final interior instructions. Each one of these pads here was actually separated by a wall. So he had specific sections. So this was one section, this corner was one section, and so on and so forth all around. I decided to actually just leave it all open because it just allows for more movement. Now, granted, there's a little, you know, a mob could technically come and walk around this whole thing, but it's really unlikely, especially with the way that these half slabs are here. So, you know, is the efficiency really down? Maybe a little bit, but overall, I think that there's actually more spaces for mobs to spawn, and as you can see, these half slabs are put here so that we can actually eliminate spider spawning. And I've been watching, I've been keeping an eye on this farm over here, just kind of going in and out, seeing what's in there, and there has been no spider spawning whatsoever. Now, one other thing that Mog Swamp did not do is he did not, which as far as I've seen, maybe he's changed it in the 40 episodes since I've seen his design, but he did not have these trapdoors here. And so what this allows is this makes it so the mobs believe that there is a space, boop, an actual block there, when there isn't. So they'll actually walk off. And I think with this here design, it's essentially perfected to my liking. Now, one thing I will say, now the big thing going forward is how do we maintain this? So eventually there will be lighting. I will want to do that. So we'll have redstone that comes up and it controls lighting that goes. Now what he did is he actually put all the lighting in the flooring, which is fine. You know, it worked for him. I will personally, once I do it, I'm going to put the lighting in the ceiling because honestly, it's just easier to work with redstone when you're working on a flat surface. So what does this mean? That means that what I'm going to do as far as the spawning goes, I'm going to have this, or as far as the building goes, there's going to be this 2-space gap in between, so that I can actually maneuver and work in the redstone. Now, does that kill how many levels I can do in the design? Sure, but honestly, we're only working with so much, so I don't think overall that we're actually going to kill too much efficiency. So, so this here, once everything is actually said and done, will end up being 1 level. Okay, and then what you do from there is you start piling on the levels. 1, 2, and I think that based off of the height, one thing that we have to remember is that we generate mobs in a 128 sphere. I think it's radius. So 128 radius sphere around us. So you know, 128 blocks up is where we're going to do it, which means that you know there's only so much room that we're going to get out of the system. So, you know, as far as how high we go, you know, I think we're going to be able to get 3 or 4 different space, or at least 3 levels, including the height, which is nice. So I think overall everything is going to turn out well. And as you can see, this is, these are the rates for just one spawning pad. Or one spawning zone, I should say. And actually, before I cut back over, let's actually take a look inside, considering it's nighttime. Boom. Nope, right there. Now, the one thing that's pesky is these bats are a pain in the butt. So yeah, this is kind of what it looks like. Now, I don't think there's actually bats on Skyblock, so I think that works to our advantage, because I think they're taking up entity count. I don't know. We'll put that in the comments and let me know. It'll kind of put my mind at ease as far as what's spawning in there. But I think we're going to be, I think we'll be okay, because, yeah. Alright guys, so I'm going to come back and we are going to get to some fun. See you in a second. Alright folks, and we are back. So, what am I going to do for you guys? I'm going to make this a little bit of fun. So remember a couple episodes back on the BloXCentric server, for those of you who have seen it, I did a time-lapse video of, oh man, it's raining again. I did a time-lapse video of breaking up some ores that I found with my Fortune 2 pick. Well, we're going to try that again. So what I'm going to do, we are going to cut out right here, and you are going to have some fun watching me tear this down in super speed. So let's get this party started. Here we go. we are back. Holy cow, it is gone. It is finally gone. I finally got a chance to doing it, and I hope you guys had a great time watching that time-lapse video. It was quite a bit of work, but I'm sure it'll turn out great as I go and edit it. So that is going to do it for this episode, guys. In our next episode, we're going to look at bringing up our new and improved mob farm 2.0, thanks to Mog Swamp. So yes, again, that's going to do it. We will see you next time.
Here we go.